K66.9 is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. Budget keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion blast. Audio crash, rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. I, of course, am Kevin, and this would be
Clay.
How's it going? I hope everybody's having themselves a fantabulous day.
Fantabuloso.
Yes. We have Harvey Hooligans up in chat, King Paco, Know Your Joe, and Red Cabin Acoustics. Anthony Lewis just popped in. How's it going, everybody?
What's up, everybody? What's up?
So, on tonight's episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin,
Tonight's episode.
I think Clay found his radio voice that
I just been hiding it.
he's been doing that the whole pregame. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
and I've been enjoying it. I'm
Everything I read.
like, I wish I could do that. I am using the Maono PD100X.
In tonight's show, we are featuring the MaonoCaster G1 NEO.
That is true. I love it. I love the voice, man. Love it for sure. So, guys, we do have a poll this week. I'm gonna go
we
ahead.
like strippers. We gotta work the pole.
So, Fine AM8 or the Maono PD100X. I am currently on the Maono PD100X in XLR mode. Before you really,
With a caveat.
Before you really make your decision, realize that Maono does have the Maono software, and I have technically adjusted this to my liking. They have, what is it, 8-band EQ, 7-band EQ?
Yeah, there was a 3-band.
There was a 3-band.
Like 8. No.
Yeah, I think it was 7-band EQ. You can go in and change the brightness on your RGB. You can go in. I mean, if Fine did something like that, oh my God, they would just blow everybody out the water.
Like, please win.
Yes. I mean,
I really want them to do that.
I do too. I definitely do too.
I'm tired of waiting.
But yeah, I like the software. I like going in and playing with it. This is definitely a different sound than right out the box, and I'm kind of enjoying it, to be honest. How's everybody else liking the sound out there of the Maono PD100X? I still kind of prefer the Fine right out the box.
Oh yeah.
But being able to play with your vocals in some software, it's fun. It's really fun, actually.
Let's see.
The light matches the ambience of my studio.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Let me bring us back into the... So, Clay did mention it earlier. We are featuring the Maono G1 NEO.
Which I am using tonight. I am using the G1 NEO along with the PD100.
And I have the Maono P. I am not using G1. you know what? I probably should have, since it was my idea to actually feature it. My bad. I was busy doing other things and did not have time to actually change everything out to that. So I changed it over to the mic. So at least that's what I'm telling myself. So the Maono G1 NEO. Let's talk about this thing.
Let's talk about it.
It is a budget audio interface. More of a sound card than an actual interface, I would say.
Yeah, it's a toy.
It is a toy. It is a toy. But for someone just starting out and definitely on a budget,
Yeah.
I can't knock it. It's probably the one I would suggest people go to for some features.
Yeah.
First off, let's start with it does have 55 dB preamp. You do
Enhance
get
your voice. I
yes,
said it
you
would
can.
do it.
You do get 48 volts of phantom power with this thing as well if you're using a condenser microphone. 0 to 100 gain steps. And 2-level noise reduction. So the noise reduction does work, and it's
I'm
really
currently
good.
using the noise reduction because I have a heater running. And real quick, this is what it sounds like with that noise reduction off.
I turn the music off. Hold on one second. We'll give a little silence.
Which we power heads.
Now turn it on.
So the first level is noise reduction low, and that is now on. If you want, I can go to high, but I don't think you need to.
No, the first low works really well.
Yeah, it works great, and it doesn't. In my head, it sounds kind of like it cuts off the beginning and endings of your words, but when I play back and I listen to it, it doesn't really do it. So
Yeah, I don't really hear it at all. And like I said, I don't hear your fan running or the heater. I don't hear none of that.
no, I mean here's a. Could you hear me snapping my fingers?
Barely.
It's very, very slight.
Yep. And so some of the other features it does have an XLR input, loop back, 4 customizable buttons. We'll get to that soon. Bluetooth for if you want to bring in some music to your live stream, you can Bluetooth it in from your phone or have people call in to your show. You can do that with that as well.
Yeah.
The 2-level noise reduction that we just talked about, and it does have, of course, with any of these things, 5 voice changing options as well,
Which are fun. They're really fun. It'll put a smile on your face.
It will. They are fun.
I don't picture needing it unless you're a gamer. If you're a gamer and you're disguising your voice to have a little fun, okay.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Who wants to hear this in a podcast?
You know, it's good to emphasize things a little bit, maybe, but not to use throughout a whole
No.
podcast. Yeah.
And this is a male, and I just don't see a use for it in this.
No. Enjoy your favorite devices and software, your device, your software, your world. It basically works with everything but Xbox.
yeah.
It works.
As you all saw, I was able to hook that up to straight from that to my cell phone and use a XLR microphone and get this, this kind of sound with my phone.
Yeah, and it is so small that it's portable.
It's
so
light to it.
Yeah. So you can just throw it in a bag,
Yeah.
and you could just throw it in a bag, and if you're on the go, and it'll work.
Yeah, it's really small.
Oh yeah. Intuitive direct monitoring control. It does have what they claim to be latency-free monitoring. However, it's like a millisecond or 2 delay.
You almost
Ooh,
no. What the heck is that?
I don't know.
Is that
That's you, yeah.
is it? Ooh,
Ooh. It seemed to do it once you moved it off your desk there.
Yeah. Hello.
There you go.
I think I might have loosened one of the cables.
Ah, there you go. But the latency on this thing, for the sound cards that I've used in the past, is probably one of the better ones. Because like the SC3 does have the latency is just a slight bit more. Some of the other Maonos are a slight bit more. This one's pretty close. They almost nailed it, I think. Almost.
Close. Yeah, it's. I kind of I mentioned to him tonight before we went live that it kind of sounds similar to like Max Headroom.
Yeah.
That slight echo in there. But it's not so bad that you can't talk. Like, I was doing a video today with a wireless lav mic, and when I tried to, it's got a headphone jack on the receiver, and when I tried to like monitor my audio, it was like, nope.
I will say this: it does have a mute button, but be prepared to wait a second or two for the mute to actually work. It's like it slowly goes out. It's a fade. I don't like that. If I hit a mute button, I want it to stop. That is the only downside of this thing that honestly I could really find. Everything else is sort of nitpicky. That's a major one. That is a major one for me.
Yeah. We wouldn't spotlight it if we didn't think it was,
right.
halfway. Am I hearing that noise again?
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't be spotlighting it.
It could just be a bad cable. You could just have a bad cable, or a cable starting to go out. Is your phone next to the wires or anything?
No.
To the device?
Just something new.
All right.
Because I moved it.
There's your voice changer. Your 4 voice changer right there, which Play tested out a minute ago.
Yes.
Customize your sound, footsteps, those customizable pads you can do like you could add something like this. Or you know what? I tried to do it with my Rodecaster. I'm not even using my Rodecaster.
What?
You can add like footsteps or a preloaded sound or anything like that.
Well, I could do. I mean, I'm hearing that noise again.
I am too. It's like, yeah.
Okay, listen. I have not heard that noise the entire time I've used this thing. So I don't know what's going on.
And you can pick this up right now on Amazon and take a chance that yours won't have a buzz in it for $48.99. For $48.99.
Fucking ruined this whole thing.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's weird. Let me check in some of these comments. Let's see. PD100X is a nice mic. Yeah, it's a nice mic for sure. Let's see. I feel like Fine had less popping when saying pineapple on pizza. You must be referring to my video I released this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called both you and Mike out on that, by the way. King Paco, now I heard that junk. I cannot say nothing about it in my own opinion. Now I heard that junk. I cannot say nothing. Okay. Sounds nice listening on the TV via Fire Stick. So very meh speakers. It's fine. Okay. How does it feel? Plastic, obviously, but does it feel fragile? The Maono,
Are you talking about the
interface?
The interface?
It don't feel fragile to me. It feels like it's, even though it's plastic.
I don't want to say fragile, but I think if I dropped it, I'd be like, oh, did I break it?
I wouldn't want to drop it on a hard surface, but I'd feel okay dropping it like on a carpet.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. It's literally exactly what it is. It's a $50 interface that you can use and you can have fun with. Me and my daughter had a blast singing with it, and I plan on doing some more of those videos to like sing with different microphones, condenser mics versus dynamic.
It really is a great starter device for somebody wanting to get into podcasting or gaming. Like on their streaming, I should say, streaming video games, something like that. It really is a great starter device.
I think doing either gaming or like what me and my daughter did, singing. Like you wanna get some music added in, and you wanna do a little singing and see how it sounds.
Because it does have a little reverb knob on it as well, which is really cool.
Yep, you add just a little bit of reverb, and it kind of gives you that, that singing microphone sound.
Right.
I'm still hearing that buzz. It's killing me. If nobody else is hearing it, that's fine. But
I'm hearing it every so often. Like, I don't hear it constantly.
But for the price, it's not a professional piece of equipment. It's $50. You can have a little bit of fun with it.
It's a starter device. It is not going to be your grail piece of device. It is going to be a device to start with and then move on to, say, a Vocaster or a Focusrite Scarlett from there, and then from there maybe a Rodecaster Duo or even a Go XLR at this point. I know the developers of Go XLR, they're not updating their software, but actually I think I saw something where there's some of the developers who actually made it, started their own company, and are going to be making software for the Go XLR. So if you can find a Go XLR, say on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, go check out one of those. Those would be pretty good as well.
So Know Your Joe asked if we could do the voice changer thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So real quick, I already have it on.
I'm just playing with you.
So there's a couple. I skipped past one.
This is Baby.
That's my favorite. I love the baby.
It just doesn't sound like a baby, but I said this in my review. It makes me want to talk smaller. If that makes any sense.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Does not sound like robot. It just sounds like a demon. And then
there's female. This is what female sound. They all sound like gimmicky alien stuff, but it's fun.
That don't you see? Honestly, it don't sound like female to me. It sounds like a cartoon small person.
Huh? Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. What King Paco said. I better get Fafine. Does Fafine have an interface?
I'd bet. Do they have an interface? Yeah, they have the SC3.
Yeah, but not like they don't have something like this. I don't.
It's close. It's close.
Oh wait, the SC3 does have all this stuff.
Yeah, the SC3.
Yeah.
Baby equals Alvin and yeah. I used to love Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
I really did. So does anybody have any Oops, sorry about that. We're live. Can I cut that out of this? And
yeah, we can edit that out later.
We'll edit that out. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, Know Your Joe. That's exactly it. Like I said, this is not a top of the line thing, but for $50, if you're into this stuff, you can have some fun with it. It's definitely fun.
Yeah, it's not something that you would use. I wouldn't use the voice changer for a whole show. I would use it to emphasize things, or something like that. Say you're gaming and you got a kill. You could hit the baby button and be like, "Yeah, I killed you, ha ha ha," or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's more useful for gamers than it is for. Especially
for those reasons.
Yeah, especially if it's somebody streaming their video game. In a group chat or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool. King Paco says, I purchased a voice changer software. That works too. Yeah. Some people like having the actual buttons right in front of them instead of having to click something or
a character.
Yeah, like I really like my buttons and sliders. I like my physical buttons and sliders. I prefer that.
Yeah.
Having them virtually is cool, but I prefer.
It's a lot faster and easier
Yeah.
to just run over and
Yeah, I prefer physical buttons and sliders and
let's
stuff
get
like that. Yeah.
Physical.
Like I have my Stream Deck wannabe over here. I have my Rodecaster Duo. Maybe you know what? Maybe next week I'll feature. No, we already did feature this at one point. My Mountain touchpad.
Oh. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
Red
game.
Cabin Acoustic said, I think that if you use the voice changer, you need a link it to a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. This is what I have voice mod. Okay. Very cool.
Sulfur. You want to know what's funny, Anthony Lewis? When I was a kid, you call me stupid. I know. We did dumb shit. Aside from inhaling helium, we used to do butane, like the refill bottles that you could fill up the refillable butane lighters with. We would breathe in butane, and it would sound like a really deep, like the robot setting on this. It would put your voice in this place you never imagined it could go. You'd be like, "Brrr."
So I want to ask everybody out there, how do we sound? How are our levels? I want to make sure that we're sounding pretty similar. Just curious.
Similar.
Let's get similar.
Wanna get similar? Let's get similar.
All right. So that is the Maono G1 NEO.
That is.
It is. So when you are using your microphone for content creation and you're using your webcam and you're hitting that record button, the biggest thing that I think people need to realize is don't get overwhelmed about feeling they have to put out content. Don't feel rushed to do it. So basically, what's the word I'm looking for, Clay?
I don't know.
Oh,
Do it with a good mindset.
yeah. Don't feel like you have to put out content. Make sure you're in a good headspace before you do it. Don't feel rushed. Don't feel like everything. Don't feel overwhelmed. Basically, if you're doing content, you're doing this for yourself mainly. And first and foremost, you should be doing it. First and foremost, you should be doing this for yourself. Which is what I do. I believe that's what Clay does as well. I make this content for me, and I'm grateful that we have people out there like you guys who watch it. But I make this for me. I am not putting and when I do reviews, I'm doing it for other people, but I'm also doing it for myself because at some point I wanted to know what these mics sound like. I wanted to know how to get in there and play with these microphones, these interfaces and things like that. And somebody else had to do that. So now I'm that somebody else for other people, and I like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel pressured that I have to do it.
Sometimes I do feel that way. Sometimes, and that's when I have to do like we're talking about, is reel myself back in. There's a lot of times that I don't. How do I word this right? Like tonight, there's a lot of times where my head's not in it for whatever reason because of things outside of it. Just don't feel like doing it. And if you don't feel like doing it, a lot of times that's gonna show through. We've talked about this before.
We have.
It will. It'll show
But I feel
through.
it needs to be. It don't need to be a one show thing. This needs to be talked about more than once.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about podcasting. It's also about mental health. Because podcasting can really, it can really mess with your mental health as well. Because you start getting in your head a lot. You start feeling pressure, and you start feeling stress. Don't you got to try to do your best to do the balance of not feeling the pressure and stress of getting a video out, getting a review out, whatever you're talking about. You don't need to feel that pressure, because again, it should be for you and other people to enjoy, but making a podcast and a video should be for you.
I mean, I originally started using YouTube as a way for all my quirky little videos to be shared to my friends and family, like just so I could send it to my buddy. Hey, look at this. This is funny. Look what I'd made. So that's ultimately the reason I started doing it. And eventually I started, the whole subscriptions and viewers is nice. It's cool because if you're making something, especially if you're trying to help people to learn how to do something, and you're doing something and people are getting something out of it, that feels good. So in the aspect of the content creation world and the YouTube consumption world, we aren't nothing without viewers and subscribers. We're nothing, but we are the basis, the backbone, the foundation of what we started doing this for. Always remains is that we started doing it for ourselves. Correct.
So just like I was saying, make it for yourself. Like I know King Paco, he made a video on how to connect Bluetooth headphones to his Vocaster. I think he has a 2. His Vocaster. So he was able to make a video on how to wear Bluetooth headphones while using your Vocaster, and it was pretty cool.
That's interesting. I'll have to watch that.
I watched it. It was very well done. Good job, King Paco. Harvey's Hooligan said, "Clay, you look marvelous."
Marvelous. What? Why do I look marvelous?
Apparently, I look like shiz, but that's okay.
Because of that Marvel.
Probably. I look DC-vious.
I thought you were gonna say deceased.
I hope I don't look
I was
deceased.
like, no, he doesn't.
Know your Joe. The whole content creation thing is a lot more challenging than most people would imagine.
Yes.
Most don't make it past 7 episodes, and that is very true. And it can be a slog. It really can, especially like when you feel like you've made a really great video and nobody's watching it.
And it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Or you've made a bunch, like maybe 80, and you feel like you're getting nowhere.
Yeah.
I feel like that a lot.
I do too. I get that. I get in those things to where I feel like my videos aren't being watched like they should. So, but it's not like I said, a lot of times I don't look at the numbers as much as I used to. I still look at them. I'm not going to lie. I still look at the numbers. I still look at the analytics, but I don't stress over them as much as I used to, because I don't want that stress. I don't need that stress in my life. I have enough stress. Kevin and Clay, I need to ask you a favor. The arm that costs $76, I need you to make a video that you can use and make it small. You don't have to use the whole arm, my friend. Doesn't believe me. I have a piece in my video, in my review of it, that shows only using
his friend
it.
Doesn't believe that you don't have to use all of it.
I have a portion in my video review of it to where I have just one piece, 2 pieces, and then using the whole thing.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. I for the longest time I wasn't using the middle section. I was just using the first one and then and then this section.
Right.
But you can legit just put this section on the post, and that's it. If that's all you needed. Oops.
Yeah, so if you want to, King Paco, just either clip it or send him to that video or show him.
Yeah.
It's literally my favorite piece of gear that I bought last year is the newer boom arm. It's freaking fantastic.
I can make one if he wants. Make it. It won't take long. Make him a little quick video.
There you go. Clay will make one for you, homie.
I'll even personalize it. You give me your email, I'll make it and send it directly to you, and you can send it to your friend.
There you go. How cool is that? How cool is that, King Paco? All right. I think that's pretty much everything that we've planned on
Yeah.
covering.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's probably about 20. That's about 28 more minutes than I normally need. But no, it's. Do we have any questions either about the Maono G1 NEO or podcasting in general? We'll take any questions at this point.
Yeah. You want to know how to cook ramen noodles? We'll talk about that.
I love ramen noodles. Listen,
Hey.
what is your favorite brand of ramen noodle? Like, I know a lot of people buy the Maruchan, or the little cheap $50 ones. I can't buy those anymore. I am a Shin Black guy, or a Shin. Oh, I love those.
Never heard of. Yeah, I don't know. Only ones I know are the ones in Walmart. They got the red package, the beef.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Maruchan or not.
Yeah, that's Maruchan.
That's the ones.
I'll send you a link of what I got. Know Your Joe, did anyone here jump on the Blue Ember mic deal? I wanted to. I'm just kind of tapped at the moment.
Yeah, same here. I want to also just because I wanted to add it to my arsenal. But
Like, if
I'm
they want to, like, Blue or it's Logitech now.
somebody.
Whoever owns the Blue Ember mic, if you would
There's
like to
two
be a
of us.
sponsor to this show and send us the Blue Ember, we'll use it for several months straight just to promote it.
Yeah, we'll put it on the live broadcast.
Yeah.
We'll give examples of it, comparisons. You name it.
Harvey's Hooligans, have you reviewed Temu mics? Well, technically, yes, because the Fiduce and the Toner are both on Temu. I do have. I have reviewed this one. This is a Temu mic as well.
Yeah, I
This
remember
is a
that one.
condenser microphone.
Cool colors.
It don't sound bad. It don't sound
Very-
horrible.
Very Lewitt looking.
It's because it's a Lewitt clone. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Anthony Lewis.
He puts
Pineapple
pineapple
in
on
his
his ramen.
Ramen. I
No.
would try it.
This is how I prepare my ramen. I make my ramen according to package, but I also add some green onion, mushrooms, and an egg. And sometimes like if I can find
What do you do with the egg?
I do it two ways. Sometimes I'll boil it and then cut it in half.
You drop
And-
it in there?
Put it on top. After I put it in
that's
the
what
bowl, I'll
a
put it on
lot of
top.
people do that. I've seen that a lot.
Or I'll take and I'll just, if I feel lazy, I'll just put it on a paper plate, put another paper plate on top of it, throw it in the microwave for 45 seconds, and
An egg?
done with it. Yeah.
Like in its shell?
No. Crack it. It's like
Scramble
a
it?
fried. Yes. No, it's like a fried egg.
I've never done that. I've scrambled. I do scrambled eggs in the microwave almost every day.
No, for about 45 seconds, and you still get a little bit runny yolk.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't like bleh. That just makes me gag.
But sometimes if I want a little meat in mine, I will. They have a teriyaki Spam. I'll fry up some of that
Ooh,
and put
baby
it on there.
pieces. So
Yeah.
since we're saying how we make our ramen, I'll tell you, I do that brand that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I like beef. Beef is my favorite. Chicken, if there's nothing else on the planet, I will eat the chicken. But if I have my choice, no. I'll do beef ramen, and I will microwave 2 Johnsonville cheddar sausages, the smoked sausages,
Ooh, that sounds good.
and I will slice those up so there's cheddar cheese oozing out of them. I'll drop that in my ramen, and then I'll put like maybe a tablespoon of queso.
Ooh,
Dude,
Cheesy ramen.
So good, like so good.
cheesy ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Know Your Joe says, have other blue mics. Yes, I bought one to share with his students, the Ember. Yep, podcasting and cooking. That's what we do.
We always end up talking about food at some point.
I mean, yeah, we covered the topics that we wanted to cover.
Ooh, yeah. See, kielbasa is good too. I do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Corn and bell peppers. Yeah. I mean, any kind of vegetables is good.
So did everybody, or even if you didn't, did you know that you can use this microphone with the Maono Studio, the Maono podcast studio? Should I show them some of that stuff?
I was just gonna say, I think you should show them.
Okay.
I'm interested. I don't.
So
see
I'm gonna
why
bring this
anybody
up
else
here.
wouldn't be. What's
So-
an Aokio mic? I don't know.
And let me actually bring it up. Might help if I actually had the studio open. Doom. All right.
A 4-pound meatloaf.
Ooh. That sounds pretty good.
Has anybody ever made meatloaf? I've done this once, and I'll lay the meat out with like a trench in the middle, and put cheese sticks. You know, like mozzarella sticks that you buy in the store.
Mhm.
Not like you know what I'm talking about, like the individual, the snack ones that it's just cheese, like string cheese. Lay those down in the middle of the meatloaf, and then some bacon, some seasoning, and then close it all back up and then cook it that way.
No, I've never done that, but
Ooh.
now I might.
It's so good.
So, that might be helpful if I raise the level so I can hear things a little bit better.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So this is the Maono Link software that you can use with the Maono PD100X. You can manually control your gain, and look at this right here. Look at that. That's Clay's favorite thing right there.
Yeah,
A
a number.
A number value
Freaking
associated
number.
with your gain.
I don't understand why everybody doesn't do this with the G1 NEO, the SC1. I don't know about the SC3 because I don't have it. Even the Vocaster. There's no indication as to a number value where you're at.
Right. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go. Let's do it that way. And let's see. Let me bring this back up. So you can monitor yourself, and this is all just the standard stuff you could do. Like you can go to deep. I don't like deep. Deep is a little too much for me.
It is too much. It's
Like that's a little too much right there.
just too bassy.
Yeah, way too basic.
I love bassy, but
You got the original, then the natural, then legacy. The legacy. I don't like it.
Legacy's a little overboard too.
Yeah. You can turn your RGB on and off right here if you wanted to. You can control your RGB. But my favorite thing is all the stuff you can do over here. You can go flat EQ. You can do a presence boost. You can add a limiter, and I don't know why my limiter changed. Your compressor, I'm not using a compressor. If I wanted to use my noise reduction,
You know, in the MVX2U software, which is very similar, there's a lock button. And if I didn't hit the lock button, my gain would sometimes change.
Oh, it
just
would.
different things would change.
but check this out. You go to custom, you can actually control. This would be your lows, your mids, and your highs.
Which is pretty cool to me.
Yeah,
I think that's neat.
But now check that out. Look at that.
There's the 7-band that we were talking about.
7-band. This is how I have it set in the 7-band EQ. Oh, that is wonderful right there. Confirm. Is there a way to? I don't know if I can. If I save it this way, or if I can just close out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would think if you closed it, you wouldn't hear.
Let me see. I'm a talking close it, and I guess it saved it. It sounds the same. Sounds the same to me. All right. So yeah, there you go. That is your Maono PD 100.
With the Maono, is it the Maono Link software?
That is the Maono Link software. I think it sounds really cool that you can do that stuff. While
let's
clay
see.
puffs.
Yes, everybody's always so surprised. Just because I don't ever do it. Whenever it gets to a lengthy moment where I'm like, all right, I want to. It's just nicotine. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, Clay's gotten on here a few times with his whole room smoky.
Smoke. Yeah, there's smoke everywhere. I don't care.
Price on both. Okay, they
On
both
both.
run. What the AM8 and PD100X? They both run about $45 to $55.
I'll look them up if you
Yeah.
want, real quick, and we'll give you some links. Or Kevin, if you want to give them a link,
No, you can give them a link. It's
it
fine.
does not matter to me. Let's see.
You're looking them up. You can give them the link. Kev, you and Clay prefer a similar EQ curve.
Yes.
You have a similar sound profile. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Clay was because I'm not gonna lie, the preamp on this thing is not the best.
Not the good.
It's not the best. So I was kind of going off Clay as I was adjusting it. I'm like, how's this sound?
So,
Better or worse?
Yeah, for my choice, like I was telling Kevin, I kind of like a scooped EQ. So where my lows and my highs are matched, relatively the same, and then I just kind of scoop down in the middle. I don't like too much mids. But yeah. So I'm getting ready to throw in a link
All right.
for the AM8, the Fine AM8. It is currently $46.74.
Okay. So the AM8's under $50 right now.
$46.74.
And I
All
think
right.
I think I looked up the Maono. I think that was like 48, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what I had clipped it as.
100X. It is $49.99.
49. So the AM8 right now is a little bit cheaper, but the Maono has all that software to where you can adjust things.
I still, the AM8 is my favorite, but I'm really digging what you've shown me tonight. The MaonoLink software, the advanced settings with the 7-band EQ or the 3-band EQ. That's the stuff that I really like.
And when I did my review of the PD100X, I didn't even think about the software, and that is on me. I should have did my due diligence, but unless they just added it, because a lot of reviewers I'd seen didn't use it, and I seen one, and I was like, oh, now I get to go play.
Yeah. Nope. It's cool. And Retro Big Cat just jumped in and said he still has the AM8 and it's great. I
Very
do
cool,
not
man.
disagree. I love the AM8. I think it is a awesome sounding microphone.
I honestly think you cannot go wrong with either one of these, to tell you the truth. If you want something right out the box to sound great, the AM8 is the way to go. If you want to play with your EQ and adjust things, if you are a finicky feline, definitely go with the Maono.
Yeah. The
So it's
only
all about
gripe
personal preference.
that I have with the Maono PD100X is if you get really like too close to it and you talk too prominent or too loud, it clips so bad.
Oh, the proximity effect on that
It's
thing is
bad.
horrible. Yeah.
That and the build quality, to me, it feels cheap. It feels flimsy. But
And
it
the
sounds pretty
mounting
good.
system, you get that droop really bad with the
Yeah.
AM8. You know what? The more I keep talking about it, the more I think I'm leaning towards the Maono at this point.
Now, I wouldn't, only because stripped down, bare, none. They both the AM8, the mounting system sucks, but it sounds better. It's a better built microphone.
It is better right out the box.
I just wish Fine would come up with a companion software so that we could do all that stuff with the Fine.
I'm telling you, if Fine came out with software and retroed it to fit the AM8, to fit
K669D, the
Well,
669C, all of them.
it would need to fit the K669D, just all their USB microphones. That's all that needs to fit is their USB microphones, because
Yeah.
your
Everything else, XLR, you can.
the XLR you can run through your audio interface, but Maono
the
PD100.
PD100X. I haven't heard. Tech Toys released it. No, we asked about it. We haven't heard.
Yeah.
You haven't heard from nobody, right?
No, I have a request into my rep. However, I did notice on Instagram that she is on vacation.
Oh, what with Maono?
Yeah.
Well, that would be why I haven't heard from her.
Well, she started vacation today.
Oh, well, maybe not then.
Or
Yeah,
the other
I'm
day.
looking,
Yeah.
Still haven't heard from her.
No. But she could have been like, I'm not taking any new emails right now.
But I haven't heard from Bruce from
Fine.
either. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything from my rep on Fine. Yeah, because I sent her a thing for the AM8 and she hasn't responded, so. Yes, Retro Big Cat. Fine needs to bring out a software app big
That's what
time.
we've been saying, yeah.
Yeah.
They really need to do that.
Harvey's Hooligans, are there microphone kits to build a mic from ground up with mount? I believe there are. Like you go to Alibaba and start looking for that stuff. I've seen Bark get capsules and stuff like that.
Yeah, he does a
on
lot
there.
of just swapping stuff things that he will fit in different builds. He'll those aren't kits though, but that's
No, I don't think that the emails will come through. I think that they get blocked on YouTube. They don't come through here, King Paco. You may actually have to direct message one of us or email Clay directly to get his email.
Oh,
And I believe
yeah.
I believe your email is on your
It's on my
YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yep. If they go on there, if
Yeah.
he wants to find it. No, we have not built one, Harvey's Hooligans.
I've customized a few, but I haven't
Yeah.
built one.
Kevin's done a few paint jobs. We've done things like adding extra foam pop filter material inside the head baskets. Things like that.
Speaking of, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So these kind of fit.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I told you I just brought my PD100X along with another mic to those guys with the wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
I gave them the PD100X with one of those pop filters, my purple one, because I didn't want to give them the pop filter that comes with it because I use it on my SE4100.
I mean, I don't know if I like this look or not, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's all right. It's close. It's a square mic with a round pop filter, but it's really close.
Yeah, it's close, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
but no cigar.
Yeah. It's not bad. Like, if you like that look, I guess. I guess it's because I'm not a big square microphone guy to begin with. The paint job has asked the question. Oh,
That's what made him ask the question.
gotcha. Do we have any more questions about podcasting in general, YouTube, anything? budget podcasting gear. Do you have any type of gear you would like us to review on this channel, or talk about on this channel, I should say? Because we don't really totally review anything on here. We spotlight things.
Yeah.
We spotlight things that we have reviewed.
Yeah. Sometimes we spotlight things that we don't have, but
At least one of us has had them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I hear the word "yeah," I think of Limp Bizkit.
I think a little John.
You talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It's getting late in the show, you can tell.
Yeah.
What's everybody's favorite candy bar?
Ooh.
Or-
I don't have a favorite.
Or you know what? Scratch that. What's the Super Bowl's coming up? I don't know if a lot of you are sports fans, but I know a lot of people who aren't sports fans but do watch the Super Bowl. What's your favorite game snack? Something that you like eating while watching a sporting event such as the Super Bowl.
Chips and queso.
Oh, that's a good go-to, man.
Love chips and queso.
That's a good
Baby
go-to.
Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
I
Budget,
don't have
arms,
favorites.
and light.
It's so hard. I love Baby Ruths. I love whatchamacallits.
Oh, whatchamacallits are so good. Oh,
Zero. You ever had a Zero?
I'm not a big zero guy. White
Oh, I love
chocolate.
Zero.
Yeah.
White chocolate with almonds in it with that nougat.
Give me a good Baby Ruth. So let's get to this real quick. Budget, arms, and lights.
Budget arms and lights.
So there's
Budget.
a few different options.
You want
Depends on.
top tier budget arms or lower tier budget arms?
I would, if you're just starting out, if you're just starting out and you're spending money on the microphone and everything else first, get the little $10 scissor arm that comes with kits and stuff like that. That'll get you going. But to upgrade from that, I would say if you want a normal boom arm that comes up and over something like that, I would suggest the Fine BM88. I think it's what it's called. It's a
Can't
good
remember.
that's what I'm using here. Holding this mic is the Fine BM88, or
I don't
I
think
think
it's
that's
the
what it's
88.
called.
Wait, is it 88?
It might
What
be.
is the low profile one?
Maybe the low profile is the low profile ones. Fine's gonna. Clay's gonna look it up.
Yep.
But I would suggest that one for that. And if you're going low profile, I know you said budget. To me, this is still budget because it is the cheapest I've seen that has a pneumatic arm. The newer MSO2, it is my favorite budget gear piece.
For $59, you can get the Fifine BM66, which is the overhead.
66.
It doesn't come with a riser. It's just got the post, the regular desk mount post.
You really don't need a riser unless you're putting it
No,
over a monitor.
You probably could find one for it if you wanted to, but that's $59, so call it $60. If you want links for these, let us know. We will put some links before we leave the show. That's the overhead one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the BM88, which is the low profile one.
If you have a heavy microphone though, I would not suggest that at all, because the tightening gears on that are plastic, and there's always that fear of over tightening.
Yeah.
And mine actually kind of started giving out, which is why I was looking for the new something else, and that's why I went with the newer MS002. And for a low profile mic, that is the one I'm suggesting. It's under $100. It's $75, but it is the best low profile boom arm
I wonder why.
I have.
Know Your Joe. He just sent me a message.
Mm-hmm.
Is this for like to buy parts to build microphones? He said he tried posting a link, but it wouldn't take. Maybe it's just not taking anything tonight.
Maybe.
Because
I know
Paco
YouTube. I
had a
think.
hard time.
Well, YouTube blocks it. YouTube blocks a lot of stuff like that. They block links. They block YouTube emails and stuff like that. So the one that holds a heavy mic would be the MS002 from Newer. The low profile Newer boom arm. It is my favorite boom arm I've ever used, and that I can say that with all my heart.
So it looks like mine posted, unless nobody else sees it. Let me know.
We can post it.
Bill, I threw that link in there. That is microphoneparts.com.
Yeah, we can post it, but the viewers cannot.
Gotcha.
Yo Chola said his favorite is the Fine R2D2. I wish I could play my crickets.
The Fine R2D2?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
No.
Oh.
No. R2D2 is from Star Wars. You can fix that in the settings, I believe.
I thought it was Paco that put that. It was
No, it's Yo Cholo.
freaking Felix.
Yo Cholo. What's up, Yo Cholo? Did you finish your Walking Dead episode? Mod Squad Network's doing a Walking Dead rewind type show. So on Newer LP boom arm, I'm looking into that. I'm going to try to get Rode XDM 100 for his birthday this year. Very cool.
Yeah, I love this this boom arm, man. This is like the utmost best one I've ever had.
I love it.
I keep knocking into.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have two boom arms right next to each other.
I love it. Clay you have two of them now, right?
No, but I'm going to have two.
Mike Newman does have
two.
two.
I'm
So-
going to get a second one because this one will reach a lot further. And when I have my guests for my business podcast here, the back of the desk has like a, there's a back to it. So they can't get their legs up under the desk, which means they have to kind of sit back a little further. So I want to get them one of these so that they can stretch it out. And they can sit back.
It does have a lot of stretch to it. It does have a lot of length for sure. And that may be what she said.
Quite possibly.
Man, my lighting looks jacked.
Why? It looks fine to me. Well, you got one side looks blue, one side looks purple. Is that what you mean?
There we go. Oh, man. I just realized that I meant to change shirts before I started podcast, and I never did.
Oh, well.
All right. Do
You
we
look
have any more questions before we get going?
Not for me.
I love this jazz, man. I could just sit here and just listen to the music all night.
Sound like you need a saw? Oh.
Sounds like you need a saw.
Yeah, I mean, I could cut a hole in it, but then it would look cheesy, and I'm not a good carpenter guy, so.
Which boom arm is it again? Please, got a commission link. Let me drop a link of it. Hold on.
Yeah, throw one in there. I've already put enough in.
Yeah, let's see.
Which I would like somebody to maybe explain affiliate links and the money to me one day, because I am so confused. I don't know how it works, because I'll look in there and I'll have X amount of dollars, and then the next day there's like tremendously less, and I don't see a deposit.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it works,
What's
to tell you the
happening with it?
truth.
Am I even really getting it? Or are they like, oh, you snooze, you lose. You didn't use it. You don't get it. You know, you gotta be quicker than that.
All right, there's the link that is an affiliate link. So yeah, it is the Newer MS002 low profile boom arm. It does have a pneumatic arm with it as well. So it's literally, and it's built great. I mean, some people may not like the cable management that runs underneath it, but I kind of do, especially if you have a colored XLR cable.
Like
just
this one here.
yeah,
This white
it just accentuates it.
It's
Why
just-
hide it?
It's a little subpar when it comes to the cable management.
But that's really the only thing. King Paco says he has a question. What would your question be, my man?
Yep. What is the question?
And everybody go check out King Paco's. He did put out a thing to how to use Bluetooth headphones with a Vocaster.
And videos like that are what are to me like gold. I like finding little, like my video about how I mounted the Vocaster.
I love that.
Those are just cool videos. Like, oh, that's neat.
I'm sorry, I'm moving my thing.
Dong.
Yeah. That's one thing I need to stop doing is messing with my boom arms while live. Would you guys like us to spotlight next week maybe, the small extra gear that we use to accentuate our studios or make life easier while we're recording and stuff like that, such as maybe quick releases, something like that. Just the little things. The stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to answer Harvey's hooligans question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I know what he's saying, but I think I do. If what you mean is if you click on one of our links and you go to Amazon and you don't buy that specific thing, but while you're there you purchase something else, yes, we do get a commission on. So
yeah,
whatever link we give you, it's good for anything you buy. Once you've clicked that link, we will still get a commission on it.
Yes. King Paco, which Rode mic, USB or XLR only? If you have an audio interface, just get the XLR only. You don't need the USB.
He's still curious.
Portion. Yeah.
You know what I think? Seriously, I think Paco just needs to go get him the USB combo pod mic because he's really curious. And if you're curious, don't listen to us, man. Just get what you want.
If you are super curious like that, curiosity is going to kill the cat to begin with. So you're always going to wonder.
Yep. Just go get it.
Just go get it.
But you've asked us a couple times,
Mm-hmm.
and if you've got an audio interface, an XLR audio, you don't need the pod mic USB.
And here's the thing. If you get the XLR USB combo Rode, do it through Amazon. Use it if you like it, and if you don't like it, return it.
Back.
Yeah.
Return to sender.
Let's see. I saw Working Brain. Good evening, gentlemen. Just stopped to say hello. Hope you guys are doing well. How's it going, Eric? I hope you are doing better, my friend. I hope you are doing better, and that's all I'm going to say about that. What are you confused about, King Paco? He says he's confused.
He's just, I guess he's just confused over which mic he wants to get. But I'm saying he's asked us a couple times. We've given him a good answer. Dude, just get the pod mic USB because you're really interested in it. And if you're interested in it and you're able to afford it, just do it. You'll have both worlds. So.
And like I said, if you like it and keep it. If you think you'll use both the USB and the XLR, keep it. But if you figure out you like using the XLR only on it, return it and get the just the XLR only. That's what's good about Amazon. There's like a 90-day return policy.
Yeah. Well.
Yep. I think that pretty much wrapped things up. I want to thank everybody who watched again. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Love each and every one of you for sure. All right, guys, that does it for this episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. So for Clay, I am Kevin saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
Good night, everyone.